What's up, y'all? This is Master P. I just want to tell y'all subscribe to PIPERBOY Williams, your verified source of battle rap and entertainment. You heard me?
Shout out to everybody. I want to talk to y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say this. I would have done this for any one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? These bloggers that y'all don't like, that y'all don't need, y'all can't stand, we ain't nothing but culture vultures and all that. I would have done this for any one of y'all. Somebody comes in a battle rap kind of trying to say y'all putting people in jail and involved in RICO cases and doing this and that, you know, and going on like a media tour and trying to do everything that they can to get y'all kicked out of battle rap off of a lie. You know, I would have like looked into it for any one of y'all and put that out. You know, at the end of the day, like, you know, Jerk was lying. He said a lot of lies. He even admitted that after a while and me pressing him that Kyd Slade was not on any RICO paperwork. He admitted that. Now, I understand that y'all got the dude on the phone. I see all that, but it's just like people saying like, yo, Slade's name is on more paperwork, and it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know, so, but he's going on Rock's Caffeine and he's trying to say that he's like trying to like put like lock people up like on a RICO, and that never happened. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to say this. I see that Nunu Nellz, she's asking for an apology. Whether or not she gets an apology, I think her and Rock was getting into it. Whether or not she gets an apology, I don't know. Rock is still like steadfast on he feels like Kyd Slade is a snitch. The only thing I can say, you know what I mean? Like whatever, is that, you know, if the roles was reversed and the whole battle rap community is thinking that you got people locked up, you know, for a lot of years, and there's videos on Hip Hop Is Real and, you know, FaceTime and all this stuff, and somebody is like trying to say that you know, lock somebody up for years, like, would you want an apology from Kyd Slade? You know what I mean? I would say, you know, so I don't know how personal this has gotten, but it seems like it's pretty personal. But all I know is Jerk is saying this.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we could look at Kyd Slade, like, getting on the stand and, you know, pretty much like, you know, saying like his brother was in a fight, but, you know, he's not giving up a gun, and he's not like snitching on like a previous case that he had, Operation Grinch, that he's sitting in jail for and all that. Like, he ain't talking about none of that. It seems like him and his brother his brother had a problem with somebody, you know, and it got out of hand, like real bad, you know, and I explained a lot of it in a previous blog and a live, you know, so y'all might want to check that out, but a lot of it got out of hand, and it looks like he was snitched on again, you know what I mean, and brought to court and was asked questions about like whether or not he knew like the people in the fight, you know what I mean, like, and it looks like they were trying to look for like a gun or, you know, look for something more, but he's saying like, yo, it was just a fight. Like, it, you know, it was a bottom was involved. It was a fight. I don't know these people by these names that y'all saying. These are my friends. Like, I don't like none of these people will hurt me. I just don't go to the block because the block is hot. Like, people get killed. Like, you know, people trying to kill me. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, so I stay to myself. You know, that's all he's saying. He ain't saying no names of people trying to kill him and nothing like that. He's just saying like it's a hot block. You know, and I keep getting y'all bothering me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to like live. That's why I don't go around there no more. I just stay to myself. But as far as these people, these are my friends, like they wouldn't hurt me. I don't know them as names. They're saying that these people are known as these names, the police and everything. You know what I'm saying? And what they're putting in the paperwork. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. All I know is that Jerk got pressed in an interview, and this is what he said. He was saying like, yo, Slade's name is on more paperwork, and it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know, so, you know, it's a whole live on Caffeine. They going in and saying that Kyd Slade is pointing out a gun and all that. That never happened. Like, in the case, in the paperwork, nothing like that. All he said, it was a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and then the definition of snitching, y'all got to ask yourself, what is the definition of snitching to y'all? You know, I always thought it was like if you commit a crime with somebody, you know, and you try to snitch to get, you know, less time or get out of jail and do all that. When I look at Operation Grinch, when Kyd Slade was in, he didn't snitch on none of that. Even this case when they was kind of after him or his brother, like he didn't even like, you know, his brother probably could have got killed or, you know, real, like hurt real bad. You know what I'm saying? Worse than what happened. And he didn't even roll on them with that. So it's like Like, what is snitching? Like, what do you call snitching? Like, why is this even going as far as this? You know, like, I don't know. I'm curious. But I say if Rock don't want to apologize, he feel like he don't have to, whatever. I can't make him apologize. I'm just a blogger. I'm just saying whatever happened. But, you know, for me, like with all these people on this channel, it's like, if I'm going to call you a snitch, I really got to know you a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole Audie Boom situation, the Jamaican accent, and him giving up everybody and doing like, that's different. That's a completely different situation, a different story. Fans are going to say anything. You know what I mean? Like they're going to, any little thing that goes against y'all, they're going to say, you know what I mean? And roll with it. It's just what it is. Like fans can, you know, you got supporters and you got fans and you got like people just want to just see you fall. You know, there's certain people in battle rap that want to see all y'all fall. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't think we ain't sitting here and people just sending us stuff like crazy on y'all all day long. Girls y'all talk to, your friends y'all talk to, battlers y'all talk to. Like, they talk about y'all all the time. The bloggers are trying to get y'all to get us to say something about y'all. You know, even with the Kyd Slade situation when, you know, I did the interview with Jerk and he pretty much was backed into a corner and he had to admit that Kyd Slade wasn't on any RICO paperwork, you know, and I did the blog, the live kind of breaking down the whole case and what the assault charges really came from. It was like, you know what I mean? Like you know, kind of an attempted like murder type situation where that assault charge actually came from. I broke it down in a live. Y'all might want to go watch that live. You know what I mean? Like, that and this had nothing to do with it. I showed it, and I get people hitting me up and calling me like, yo, it don't matter. I'm like, well, why doesn't it matter? Y'all still want people to think that he like was involved in like, you know what I mean, getting people locked up and going to jail and stuff like that. Y'all want people to think that it don't matter. Like he don't need to be in battle rap. This is what I'm hearing. I'm like, what? Like they can't even substantiate why they don't want him in battle rap. They just don't want him in battle rap. Like I think Kyd Slade is a rising star. It's a lot of attention on him. People are jealous. Like, how did he get rocked so early? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it, you know, why are people paying attention to him? How did he get on Homecoming? Like, how Irving Plaza back to New York? Why ain't I on the car? Like, I've been battling for a minute. Why ain't, you know what I mean? Like, they giving me looks. So why didn't I get Big T? Or why didn't I, you know, people look at different battlers like that, different reasons like people hate. You know, so, you know, I'm sitting and arguing with people like, what you want me to do? Just be quiet about it? Yeah, but you don't have to say nothing. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, they just want to just be in spaces or wherever, like, trashing them all day. You know what I'm saying? And saying that he's putting people in jail off of a RICO. The guy that's in jail, like, sitting on caffeine and trying to put it together and make it look like, you know, he's sitting in jail off of that fight. That's not what he's sitting in jail for. It was a lot of witness corroborating. You know, there was almost a murder that happened. You know, they caught a guy, like, upstairs, like, trying to sell drugs in an apartment above, like, a 24-hour store. And, you know, they went up there, like, trying to figure out, like, who was up there. They found the guy. Was like, yo, don't nobody know you. And it's more to it. Like, I talked about it in a live, and they brought him outside. And then the guy that brought him outside went over to Mark Dostler, which was Kyd Slade's brother, and asked him, like, yo, who is this guy around here? You know, and Kyd Slade's brother's like, I don't know him. You know what I mean? And then the guy was like, all right, I'm going to holler at him. Since you don't know, I'm going to holler at him. The guy that they brought downstairs from the apartment went in the back of the 24-hour store. Next thing you know, Mark Dostler sees a guy with a black hoodie run in the back with a gun. A shot goes off, you know, and then the guy who's the victim ended up getting shot in the back, you know, but they can't really link that shot to, you know, the guy that's in jail right now. They can't link it because of the ballistics. They can't get the ballistics because the bullet is lodged in the victim's spine. You know, so, you know, and other witnesses are saying that Jerk is the one that pulled the trigger. 12 hours later, another murder happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy gets shot like 5 times, like in his chest, you know, and Jerk is involved in that. And like, I'm reading about Jerk and it's like, yo, like this dude is involved in a lot of mess, you know, and instead of like, you know, worried about himself, like he's trying to put unnecessary things on Kyd Slade. So I'm wondering like, what is the real beef? You know what I mean? And why would you, like, you know, even previously in a different situation that had nothing to do with that, you know, with the fight, like, why were you intent on getting the video from the videographer that shot the video, like, where the fight broke out between Kyd Slade's brother and Ape? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was you, like, so intent on getting that video? Like, I feel like it was a situation potentially like Kyd Slade and his brother could have got lined up. That's what I think happened. But as far as did Kyd Slade roll on them, I think he could have said a lot more. I think he was trying to get them away from like any other like incriminating, because somebody said like, yo, it sounded like an M80 went off, like when the fight went off, like a gun or something. You know what I'm saying? And they asking Kyd Slade like, where's the gun? Like, what's going on? And Kyd Slade is saying like, yo, I don't know nothing about a gun. It was just like a little fight that broke out. Like, what is a little bottle, little fight? Like, that's why he ended up in the hospital. Wasn't nothing. Ain't no, I'm Slade. Ain't nobody trying to kill Slade. That's what he's saying. You know, so it's like, what do y'all like take this as? Do y'all want to say he's a snitch? He's standing on, you know what I mean, testifying to, you know, against somebody that he committed a crime with? I don't see none of that. I see he probably just got jammed up when he went in there initially, was lying, saying he don't know nobody. And then they like, yo, like, why are you like on a video, like with these people? Like, why are you at like, you know what I mean? Like you at a funeral and you got these people around. Like, what's this? Like, who are these people? You talking about you don't know? Oh, I don't know them about no gang affiliation and nothing. Like, oh, these is my friends. Like they wouldn't hurt. Like these are people I know. These are my friends. Like that's nah. Look what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Anything to make whatever stick. You know what I mean? If y'all want to like go in on him and say he's a snitch or whatever, that's on y'all. But, you know, I felt like it was my obligation, because I did jump out the window just like everybody else and talked about it, was to really look into it and to see whether or not this was accurate and it was true. You know, and it looks like from what everything is saying, like I'm looking more into it, like with Jerk, like he's like promoting himself. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like follow my IG. Like he's saying this like in the FaceTime, like on Hip Hop Is Real with Rock, like promoting himself. He's still promoting himself like while he's on caffeine. Like he's just promoting himself. Like, yo, I'm a rapper. I had songs with Papoose. I'm a rapper. Like, so what is he trying to do? He's saying like he don't know who Marv One is. He don't know anything about battle rap. He's not familiar with the culture. He don't really watch battle rap. Then I get him on the phone and he's talking about, I'm tired of looking at URL and seeing like Kyd Slade's, you know, battling on there. Kyd Slade. Like, how are you even seeing Kyd Slade on the channel? You know what I mean? You don't know much about battle rap, so more likely you don't have the app. Like on the channel, URL channel, I think they probably got one Kyd Slade battle like from years ago. You know, like all the battles are locked up on the app. Like you ain't even making sense, bro. I think like he kind of was banking on the fact that a lot of people don't read paperwork. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to hide something from a person, this is what they say. You hide it in a book. You know what I'm saying? Or you hide it like in paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, y'all take it for what y'all will. I feel like I do want to hear what Kyd Slade's got to say. I want him to go on the platform and I want him to talk about it. You know, but y'all got to ask y'allself, like, what is this? And then we don't even know, like Mark Dawson, we all saying he snitched, you know, which is clear that he's the one that was in the paperwork with the RICO, the assault that got the guy like all those years, like what was it, like conspiracy to commit assault, like with the situation that happened behind the 24-hour store. Like he gave up all the information, but is he a civilian? Was he in the streets? Like, you know, what was the situation with that? We just automatically assuming the dude was in the streets. You know what I mean? Like doing dirt like everybody else. We don't know. He could have been a civilian. Like if he is a civilian and he's talking, technically a snitching, but he's a civilian. We don't even know. You know, it's just like any little thing we can do to damage Kyd Slade, everybody's on it. You know, I'm hearing he won this battle 3-0. I'm curious to see what's happening with the battle. This is a real civil war. You got like Twerk on one side, Nunu Nellz on one side. You got, you know what I mean, everybody else on battle rapping on a different side saying, I ain't supporting Slade. I don't want to battle him. I don't, you know, want to deal with him no more. All I know is Jerk is saying this.
On you and got you locked up.
Yeah, I just got on 6 years. They trying to tie us to a RICO case.
It's like people saying like, yo, Slade's name is on more paperwork, and it's not.
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? So how y'all want to judge this situation is all up to y'all. But I just felt like I have a responsibility because I did jump out the window and say something when I seen what initially happened with Rock putting out the paperwork. But why are they saying like Kyd Slade still won the battle? Why, when Hip Hop Is Real, they put out a clip right after I put out my blog, and they put out a clip of the battle, and it's Kyd Slade saying, like, you know, referring to the case that Jerk is talking about, like, and he's talking to Rock, he's like, show me on the paperwork where I said anything.
Never had a cold D in my life, ain't nobody in jail behind me. Jerk, and we down.
And then when I'm looking at this, like, it doesn't look like he said nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like with that dude getting locked up and they don't say nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you could say is like there was a fight that he said something about. You know what I mean? And maybe y'all can try to link it to that and then make him look like a snitch if y'all want to. But what is the definition of snitching? Did he do that, or did he make a bad move and a bad mistake? And he put himself in a situation lying initially to where he could have purged himself. Some people say, yo, take the 5 years on the perjury and just don't say nothing. We can all say that, but we ain't in that situation. You know what I mean? And they trying to find a gun. They trying to find like different evidence to lock everybody up. He leads them away from that. You know, while he's already in jail, he could have took a deal to get out of jail on the Operation Grinch, what he was already involved with on the previous case. You know, so I don't know. Y'all take it for what y'all will. From what it looks like, Kyd Slade, regardless of that, of him getting up and, you know, in front of the Superior Court judge talking about the fight that happened, like, for the most part, he seems more street than a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of these people want to be street, or they act like they're street. Battle rap, for the most part, a lot of it is theater. Some people are. Math Hoffa, people like that are street. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys may not be, you know, and they don't, a lot of them don't even know, like, what snitching really is. And they, you know, they taking into all, you know what I mean? Like, they mad about this and mad about that. But it's like, why? Like, why are people taking it this far? I'm curious. Like, what is the issue? What is the problems that Kyd Slade may have had with these people? Or is it just jealousy? They see him coming up, they see him getting big plates, and they trying to stop him, you know? But as far as Jerk, the guy's all over the place. It's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I do feel like Kyd Slade, like I said earlier, he needs to talk about it. He needs to go on a different platform and maybe say what it is, you know? And I think right now we want to hear what he got to say. Jerk's been lying. Y'all can take it for what y'all want, and I ain't got nothing against Jerk. I gave him an opportunity to come on here and substantiate his case. He was not able to do it. He keeps telling me to refer back to Rock's Live so I could sit there and watch him eat pizza. You know what I mean? And just point to different words that don't even connect to anything. So it's like, y'all take that for what y'all will. If you hate Kyd Slade, you hate Kyd Slade. If you don't want to see him do good, you don't want to see him do good. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like he was in a crime with them, like when he's talking about a fight, that's not a crime. You know what I'm saying? You feel like he's snitching or he's saying he shouldn't have said, that's how y'all feel about it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying telling y'all how to feel about that, but as far as saying that he's involved in, it was somebody 37 years, another one 10 years, another person 60 years. If he would have put anything like that on somebody, and we found out like from the you know what I mean, horse's mouth, like, you know, directly like in an interview that a person's not on paperwork for any of that.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
When you know what I mean, like you would want an apology, you know, but you know, we're in battle rap, you know, you can't even apologize in a situation like that. Maybe, you know, that's enough, like the Kyd Slade going in front of a Superior Court judge and saying something about a fight, that's enough for Rock. You know what I mean? And that's enough for him that he felt like he could substantiate whatever he did. That's all that matters, you know, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna feed into this and just write him off, you know what I mean? Y'all, it's on y'all, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I did say in the blog before, twice, and I'm saying now, when him getting in front of the Superior Court judge and getting jammed up and talking about a fight, you know what I mean, instead of a gun or nothing, you know what I'm saying, him talking about a fight, that's still a problem for a lot of people. I'm saying that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying he's completely absolved, but I don't think what he did is like a big snitching situation, you know what I'm saying. Some people say, oh, it's little snitching, big snitching and all, you know what I mean, like it's whatever, however y'all want to, you know what I mean, look at it. Some people think it's just snitching, period. You know, but it's just when the person's saying this, it's like people saying like, yo, Slade's name is on more paperwork, and it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
But with Kyd Slade, you know, getting in front of the Superior Court judge talking, you know, that's he did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, but is that really what you would call snitching? Some people will say yes, some people will say no. What Jerk was trying to say is he put people away for years and it never happened.
I just got on 6 years. They trying to tie it to a RICO case.
He, like that situation and another situation had nothing to do with each other. You look at the appeals court, you look at the case, the Rayner case, it has no correlation, nothing to do with nothing. On more paperwork, and it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know, so it's the fans. Y'all got to make a decision on what y'all want to see. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? So y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. You know, is Rock gonna keep doing this? You know what I mean? Or he gonna let it go and just focus on other things? I hear he got a battle coming up in December. You know what I'm saying? Late December. You know, I see Nunu, she's saying she want an apology. He kind of making it seem like he don't want to apologize. You know what I'm saying? But read the paperwork for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And just don't believe everything that you hear, because it's a lot of motives behind why a lot of people are saying a lot. You know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, us as a culture, all of us, when we get on these platforms, it doesn't matter if it's Spaces or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's a lot of people paying attention. These are not just numbers. Like when I get on here and I talk, I never think like, oh, it's just like, you know, 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, you know what I'm saying? Like numbers. I look at them as like individual people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this watching, paying attention to everything that we're saying. You know what I mean? Like we can be really up here like slaughtering a person's like character and defamation and things that never even have, putting ourselves like liable for potential suits with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things that we got to think about, and we got to be a little bit more thoughtful, but you know, our approach. And yeah, sometimes people got to go back and forth and have banner and paint pictures or whatever. If they battling, they got to do that. But you know, at the same time, street stuff like this, a lot of these guys from Hartford, they're real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like dangerous monsters, you know, and Kyd Slade was living around that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. It's not worth bringing any unnecessary danger. A fight over a battle is crazy. It's a battle. Everybody already got paid. You know what I'm saying? Just let it live on URL. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta talk about it, talk about it. You know, but a lot of this ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? It's kind of silly. Everybody's coworkers at the end of the day. They're going to end up being around each other at different events. You know, I don't think this is enough to take him out of battle rap, but that's just me. Some people going to look at it, what I say, and not hear anything I said and just say, oh, he's protecting Slade. Some people going to look at it and be like, oh, okay, now I get like a more well-rounded view or picture. I'm not here to please everybody or have everybody like me. That's not what I'm here for. That's never been the case. I've always come on here and just said what needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you take hits for that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it has to be said. But I'm out. All I know is that this is what Jerk said.
37
right.
years.
So how much?
37 years.
No, I understand that y'all got the dude on the phone. I see all that, but it's just like people saying like, yo, Slade's name is on more paperwork, and it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not on more paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? But comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.